Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I want to talk about nonviolent communication. So a lot of us are familiar with some of the traditional ways of communicating with kids, which uses blame, shame, guilt, and fear to get your needs met and to really just keep the day moving, right? So how many of you are familiar or heard your parents say, "You're making me so angry," instead of just accepting that they're angry? Like, that's their responsibility. It's okay. There's no judgment around it. We all get angry at times. Create that space for themselves so that they can have compassion and empathy for when you have these feelings, and then you can learn emotional intelligence and learn to cope with these things. You go up to be a fully functioning adult, right? Shame. Why can't you be more like your siblings? Why your sister didn't have any problem getting her homework done? Your brother keeps his room clean. Why aren't you able to do this? We want to replace that with, "I noticed you're struggling with this. I'd really like to talk about some things that we can do that might help you stay on track." Guilt. Everything I've done for you, and now this is how you're going to behave? Well, I'm feeling upset about what's happening. Say it for what it is. And then can we talk about some other ways we can handle this differently next time? Fear. Oh, man. If you keep acting like this, you are not going to have any friends. How many of you guys have said that? Like, come on. It happens. I totally get it. And the logic there makes sense, but for a child, that's absolutely terrifying. So what we want to say is, "I noticed how you were acting earlier. I would really like to talk about what happened and how that might make others feel." So the idea here is we now want to replace these with nonviolent communication. So nonviolent communication is observation statements, feelings, needs, and requests. Observations. So this is literally what you see, what you heard, what you remember. I remember that differently. Not, "That's not what happened." Don't call him a liar. Like, we don't necessarily, well, kids are egocentric. So when you say you're a liar, you're lying, they are a liar, they are a bad person. That's how they receive that. So it's simply, I remember that differently. I see you're upset. When I hear feelings, when you feel, this is literally what you feel. Your emotion, your sensation, rather than any thoughts that come in response to what you observed. So I see you're upset. I feel, now here's the big thing. It has to be a feeling. You cannot put an opinion after "I feel." Do I